Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's been quite a while. Took a little break. Was trying to get myself motivated, but today I'm back with an updated Fire King deck profile. Alright, so first off, Happy New Year. And second, new format. So let's talk about some techs and ways that you can play the deck. So let's get started. So first, I'm playing 3 Garunix. I feel like this card is very important. Some people play 2. I actually personally like 3. Just like hard draw on this card is really good, especially whenever you're playing through certain hand traps like Droll. Like hard opening him plus Island is actually really good, because you can use Island to just summon a Wing Beast from hand, which a lot of people don't know. You can summon a Fire Wing Beast from hand, or you can search. So if you get Drolled, having this in your hand is actually pretty good. 3 Kirin. Basically the deck's Sharvara. Pretty much there's so many plays that you can do that allow you to prevent targeting, or at least avoid targeting. And Kirin's really good. And this card does lose to Ghost Spell, but the way that you could play it, you could chain block it to where it just never works. And the fact that it doesn't target is actually really good too. It does come up. Then we have 3 Ponix. So as of right now, this is like your only starter, really. It's actually pretty good. The fact that it has the mandatory add back effect when it's destroyed on a previous turn is actually pretty good. And if a fire monster gets destroyed, you summon it from your hand. Well, what all can you need? Pretty good starter. So something weird that I'm doing, I'm deciding to still only play the 1 Arvada, because I was testing with 3. And it's actually good to open because it's, your Kwakimaru Guardian. Problem is, this deck lacks a lot of starters, and it's not really a starter at all. And there's only like maybe 1 or 2 cards in the whole deck that could just function by themselves. And Arvada's not really one of them, but there is a loop with him and Kirin, so that's why I like him. Then we have the 1 Barong. I know some people are cutting him, but I feel like he's very important, just getting your searchers during your opponent's turn. And if you played multiples, it does stack, so it's actually pretty good. And then I'm playing the small Snake Eye package. So when Bonfire and Populous come out, I'll probably try to bump Ash to like 3 or something, because that's just me personally, but it becomes a starter. So the more starters this deck has, the better it is, because it'll be more consistent. And Flamebird is really good as well. We all know what he does. He moves stuff to the back row, and whenever he's sent from hand or field and goes to the grave, he summons back 2 level 1 fires. So that's pretty good. Still in the 3 Black Witch. This is just personal. Some people play 1, some people play 2. I actually just like 3 because, like I said, this deck lacks starters. And this is not really a starter because you do need another card to discard or send or whatever. But it functions as a starter the best way, but it just doesn't function by itself. So keep that in mind. Then for the hand traps, something different that I'm doing. I'm playing 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Spell, and currently I'm playing 3 Droll. So Ash is self-explanatory. The reason why we play Ghost Spell is because 1, it's really good, and 2, it's super strong in the mirror. Just stopping the Garunix from either summoning itself from the hand or the grave is pretty good. If Kirin wasn't chain blocked, it could stop Kirin. And it's actually good against certain decks. And post side, it's good against stuff like Soul Release. And Droll, only because it's the beginning of the format, and I foresee a lot of decks searching a lot. So that's the only reason why. And it's actually not the worst card in the mirror match either. Like some hands just straight up lose to it, so. And then for the spells, so I'm still on 3 Sanctuary. I think even in the future, I'm probably still going to play 3 because it's not a starter, but it just gets the field spell out of your deck. And it's a free card for the Black Witch to send off. Pretty good. 2 Island. So I want to play 3, only because I want to hard open it and because this deck lacks starters and most of the cards need 2 cards to function. But this card gets your ball rolling. Another problem, like I said, this deck had before is like consistently destroying cards. So just opening cards that allow you to destroy cards is pretty good in my opinion. And then something different that other people aren't doing but I'm doing. I actually like 2 Circle and I like the 1 Skyburn. So Skyburn allows you to dodge targeting along with Circle. They both have their niche interactions and there's a lock that you could do post side depending if you play it or not. So I like those. And then for the Wanted engine, 3 Wanted and 1 Original Sin. That's pretty much all you need. And it's just additional starters and ways to play. And then the last card in the deck, last hand trap, which is 3 Imperm. This card's still really good. Like a lot of decks are very fragile, so just having Imperm could sometimes just end their turn. Alright, for the extra deck. So for the extra deck, I have some Link ones, Kuriboh, Almirage, and Anima. So the reason why I like Almirage a lot is because it's a fire and because it turns any of your hand traps into combo if you open Island or a way to start popping stuff, and or you open something like Garunix with a fire or whatever. Anima's decent. I just play it because it's a Link 1 that punishes people for playing in the wrong zones. Sunlight Wolf, this card's actually really good in this deck. It's actually kind of crazy. I almost consider the second one just because being able to add back fire cards, pretty good. And then my 2 Charmers. So I play Dark obviously because a lot of people are playing Sinful Spoils, and because of Kuriboh and Anima is easily accessible anyway, and just stealing their Black Witch to get your plays going is good. And against Ace, stealing their fire monsters is actually pretty good. So my last 2 Link 2s, I'm deciding to play Masquerena and a Farigit. I'm currently still testing Farigit. It's good because sometimes this deck wants to consistently pop stuff like I said. So just putting Garunix in a grave, so when you do pop something, to revive it back to keep playing is actually essential. And Masquerena is really good too. I will be playing something like an Appaloosa or something in the future, but I'm currently not. I am playing 1 Heat Soul. A lot of lines lead to Heat Soul. 3,000 draw. It's pretty good. Then for the Xyz, I'm playing 2 Garunix Eternity. I actually like 2 personally. There's plays that I like to do with Island with this. If I just hard make it and just Island blow it up to get a revive for 2 is pretty good. Ding. Shout out to my boy. He actually put me on this. My boy Josh. I remember there was a lot of times where we were testing and like I wasn't too sure on Ding, but as the format started developing, I started realizing, yeah, it makes sense to just play it. And it's a free rank 8 that protects your cards too. Something that I'm still doing the Grinosaurus Giga Cannon. I actually like this card. Reason why is obviously it takes 2 level 4s, generic. If a dino kills a monster, gain 1,000 attack and burn your opponent. But the other reason why it's good is this other time effect, which is if it's destroyed, you pop a card and burn them 4,000. And then the brother-sister combo, I actually like, playing a Zeus and a Sky Crisis. They both complement each other well, and it's good in the format And I like Typhon a lot because I can detach and bounce my own cards too. So it's relevant. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Once again, Happy New Year. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share some videos, and let's try to get the channel growing. Okay, peace.